In this video, I'm putting fitness Facebook ads versus fitness Instagram ads to see which one is the best to help you grow and scale your online fitness business to get more leads, prospects, and online clients for your fitness business. There's no denying that both platforms dominate the social media marketing space, but which one is the most effective for your fitness business in 2021? Let's dive straight in. So real quick disclaimer before we dive into the video, we're actually talking about marketing on both of these platforms. So not organic or personal use, but rather paid advertising on Instagram and Facebook. So now that we've got that covered, let's dive straight in to see which one is better for your online fitness business in 2021. All right, so the first criteria I want to talk about is ease of use. And what we're talking about here is which one is easier to deploy paid advertising on and which one's easier to monitor, manage, and scale your campaigns out. All the stuff that goes into online paid advertising. Well, probably no surprise if you're used to running paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram, it is a tie. And the reason is because both Instagram and Facebook use exactly the same platform to run advertising campaigns on, and that is the Ads Manager. So you can deploy Facebook ads from the Ads Manager, but also run Instagram ads as well. And it's very, very easy to do. You can run the exact same campaign at the same time to both Facebook and Instagram, or just with one tick of a box, you can actually deploy it to Instagram or Facebook only. But actually that's not the best option sometimes, because Facebook and Instagram are very different platforms with very different content on there. So Instagram is very creative with images and videos, and Facebook uses a lot more text, copy, and there's a lot more areas to add different marketing features to your campaigns. And from my experience, ads that work really well on Facebook don't really have that same effect on Instagram. So when looking at your campaigns, you really want to say, well, where do I want to get the best results and where do my audience hang out? So if your audience is on Instagram, look into it further, and there will be a future video on this on how to create the best Instagram ads. And the same for Facebook. If your audience is on Facebook, how do you optimize your ads just for Facebook only? All right, so the second criteria I want to look at is reach and which platform is going to give you access to the most people. Now, this one is pretty much cut and dry because Facebook has over 3 billion active users, with Instagram coming in at just over 1 billion active users as of 2021. So if you're just looking at the masses of users, then Facebook is obviously going to win. With 3 times more users on there, you're going to be able to get in front of way more people than you are on Instagram. But again, that is just the number of active users. So let's dive into this a little bit further. And to do this, again, we always want to look at your niche and where your perfect audience hangs out. Do they hang out on Facebook or do they hang out on Instagram? And from my experience of personally running over 30 paid advertising accounts for online fitness professionals, Facebook tends to always prevail. And this is because the Facebook newsfeed option and placement selection is the most powerful. That's where a lot of the audience sees your advertising, and you can get the most engagement and reach with your campaigns. And that leads us nicely into engagement, because sometimes it's not enough just to reach as many people. We also want to look at the engagement on our paid advertising campaigns. So when I talk about engagement, I'm talking about likes, comments, and shares on your paid advertising campaigns. And honestly, 2 to 3 years ago, I would have said Instagram would win this one, but Facebook has really come back through, and especially for the fitness niche, having so many users and so many features on Facebook is really starting to compete again with Instagram. But it really comes down to your strategy in your advertising campaign and looking at your hook and your offer on your paid ad. If this is powerful enough, they will engage on any platform as long as your perfect audience is there. So for this one, an engagement, this one is a tie as well. So next, we've got to talk about one of the most popular creative options when it comes to paid advertising, and that is video ads. Now, both Facebook and Instagram have pretty robust features when it comes to video ads, especially with a lot of the new releases like Lives, Instagram TV, Reels, and Stories. Now, when it comes to Instagram videos, you are very limited when it comes to paid advertising. You're almost limited to 60 seconds on a video on the feed and 15 seconds on a video on the story. But with Facebook advertising videos, you can have them significantly longer, which means you can add more content to that paid advertising strategy. So for this one, Facebook wins when it comes to video ads. And this is also true when it comes to the technical side of video ads. On Facebook, you can really dial in the targeting and the retargeting through the metrics and through the tracking that Facebook allows you to do. So again, Facebook is very powerful. If you have a longer style video, you can really segment that audience and retarget that audience depending on how much they watch of that video ad. They also tend to watch longer on Facebook, and if they watch longer, it gives you more options to create custom audiences and retarget that audience. So the winner of video ads is definitely Facebook. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about probably one of the most important factors when it comes to running your online fitness business and also running paid advertising strategy. And that's your audience. Now, I work with a lot of new coaches coming online, and what they say to me time and time again is, why are we using Facebook? I don't even use it anymore. To be honest, I can't even remember my login details, and it's so old. And that's partially true because it is one of the oldest social media platforms out there right now. But with over 3 billion active users and so many features, it can really be a powerhouse for your online fitness business. And what I tend to say to them is, just because you don't use it, that doesn't mean your perfect audience isn't on that. And when deciding to run paid traffic, you really want to target the place where your audience hangs out the most. So if that's Instagram, use Instagram to run paid marketing campaigns. If that's Facebook, then you should be using Facebook to run your online fitness business. For example, if your audience is a little bit younger, maybe 20 to 25, then Instagram might be the right platform. But if your audience is, say, 50 to 65, then your perfect audience will definitely be on Facebook. And the great thing about running Facebook and Instagram ads is sometimes you don't have to decide. What you can do is run separate campaigns and look at the data and review it and see which one has the best performance for you. So you get the best cost per lead, and then you can see, okay, well, where do I want to put and allocate my investment? So that might be on Facebook or Instagram. I say this time and time again to the clients that I work with. Sometimes we don't want to make the decisions, and sometimes we don't know. We have to run that campaign, look at the data, and then make the decisions from that data. All right, so which platform wins when it comes to running paid online advertising? And after running over millions and millions of pounds across both platforms, I have to say, hands down, it is Facebook. Why? Because it has triple the users of Instagram, it has so many features to help you advertise, and the algorithm has got stronger and stronger over the years that it's been available. It also offers a wide variety of different marketing capabilities in terms of copy and creative. Finally, and a very, very important point, if you're using a Facebook group to build an online community like you had offline, then you want to use Facebook to run your paid advertising campaigns because you want to keep that user on Facebook. If you're driving traffic to Instagram and then trying to bring them back to Facebook to join a group, that's not likely to happen. So again, if you're using a Facebook group for your online community, I would stick with Facebook to be able to drive that traffic straight to the group. In marketing, we want to create it so easy for the user. We want to create a great user experience. So allowing them to stay on one platform is really, really key. If you want to learn more about how to start, grow, and scale your online fitness business, then the next thing you want to do is check out the video I've got linked up here on fitness marketing Facebook ads. In this video, I talk to you about profitable fitness Facebook ads for online coaches and trainers. So be sure to check it out, and I'll see you in the next video.